Hello guys, this is the PC Security as usual, and today we'll be taking a look at the PC Tools Internet Security Suite. Now this software, I've never actually tested it, so this is the first time we'll be testing this. So I don't know how their last version was. Their current version has the following features. Now, as you can see, they've got three different products: the Spyware Doctor with antivirus, and the Internet Security. Now all three of these are paid products, meaning you have to pay for them per year. And you can see what features they've got. You can just take a look at this. And we'll be taking a look at what are the details of their protection. Now it says protection protects you from virus, spyware, identity theft, and cyber criminals. And it also blocks malicious websites, and it has safety ratings. And I think it's got a behavior blocker as well. If we take a look at the new improvements, now there you go, multi-layer detection technology, behavior guard. I think this one is powered by ThreatFire. So we'll see how it does. So these are the features, as you can see, and we'll just take a look at the memory usage of this application. So right now, their update service is using about 11 megs, and they've got three processors here, I think. So it's pretty decent memory usage. It's about 40 to 50 megs, which is not too heavy on the system. It's not light either. It's not at all light. In fact, it's moderate or slightly high, I'd say. But the system doesn't seem to slow down a lot, so I don't think it matters much. We'll find out during the testing if it actually slows down the system too much. So let's just take a look at their user interface. I don't know about you guys, user interface is something about choice. So I never give too much of importance to the user interface. But if you ask me, I don't personally like this kind of interface where it looks more like a cleaning product rather than an antivirus. But as you can see, they've got all the features. It's not that tough to use though. And you can see your advanced settings, main tabs here. And as you can see, I've enabled everything that they have. It's all enabled by default, I think. They had detection of potentially unwanted programs or products, whatever they call it, disabled by default. I enabled it myself because this can affect the detection rate sometimes, so I decided to enable it. And the rest of stuff is just set to stock settings. There's nothing that I've messed around with. Now you can see here that the behavior guard is powered by ThreatFire, so should do pretty okay. So I guess that's about it. Now this is kind of a cloud protection, I think. Let me just hit their smart update, because they have that ThreatFire, that's their cloud component. And let's see if they've got any updates. And about the install was pretty big. It was about 250 megs. So it's pretty big install, but the installer was pretty friendly and could resume the download in case the connection terminated, so I didn't have much problem with that. So that was the interface. So let's get to the testing. First we'll be checking out a few links on malware domain list. And as you can see, they've got their toolbar here. So we'll just be trying out some zero-day malware from this site. We'll try to use the malware that is less than 24 hours old. Now the first one is pretty recent, and it's a Phoenix exploit kit. So let's see if PC Tools succeeds in protecting this computer. I'll be trying 10 links as I usually do. That's number one, and their site guard got it to be dangerous. But that doesn't mean it blocks it. It didn't block it. It just says that take extra precautions and malicious content has been detected, but it didn't actually block this. But I didn't see anything happening either. Now this is a file, and I think it says use Trojan. Okay, now this is some zero-day component telling me that. Okay, let's see what this alert exactly says. Behavior guard detected suspicious activity. Now this program is attempting to manipulate, modify, or tamper with another program currently running on the computer. So it's pretty clear that this is doing something which has symptoms of malware activity. So we'll just quarantine this. It's pretty clear alert. I like that. Unless you're expecting this behavior, we recommend quarantine this action. So I'll just quarantine this. This one is dead. This is a black hole exploit kit again. Dead again. This is the ransom win security. I'm seeing this malware occur many times nowadays. Nothing's happening. Now this is a Zeus config file. It's the same domain, so it'll probably be dead. So this one's a black hole exploit. And this one probably wants to do a port scan or something. Okay, this one's Trojan or something like that, I guess. Okay, now. So this one was again detected by their behavior guard. And it says again that Windows system, okay, it's attempting to register itself in startup list. And again, it says that unless you are expecting this behavior, we recommend you quarantine it. I don't know how they actually deal with this because many legitimate programs also add startup items. So is this just because this program is actually not digitally signed or something like that? Or does the security suite give you an alert every time a startup item is made? I don't know that. But anyway, we'll hit quarantine. Did I try that? Yeah, that's that. So we'll try this Trojan downloader. Okay, now this one. Still nothing's happening with that one. I guess it's dead. Now this is a Phoenix exploit kit. Now this one seems to be dead as well, so I'll just try out. No, I guess I'll try this out here because this one's certainly dead. Browser kind of hung up here, as you can see. This is interesting because I didn't see any major miss, but as you can see, the browser is hung up straight away. Maybe this URL is trying to drop some file, do something like that. I have no way of knowing. I just see my browser hung up. Still hung up, and I don't see any crazy activity by the browser, so don't exactly know what's happening. So let's just take a look at the memory usage again while we're waiting for this. It's kind of fallen a bit, I guess. It's still about 40 megs, so it's not that light on the system. Not too heavy either, so it's mediocre when it comes to... So I guess I'll just terminate the browser and try again. Okay, so we'll try the remaining links from CleanMX. And their safe ratings are only for ratings. I mean, their web blocking, I don't think it blocks anything. I think it just gives ratings. But I'm not sure. We'll find out after the test is over. So we'll just try out a few links from here. First, let's try out this high detection one. And let's see if their web blocker blocks it. My browser's hung up again. Now this is interesting. Some of you might say this is not interesting, this is very boring, but I think it's interesting because some malware actually do like to hang up the browser quite a lot. And since I'm only getting this when I'm trying to open some links, it makes me more suspicious. So I'll just try to get back in control of this. Okay, so we'll try again, and they also give you ratings when you search, and pretty clear ratings here. Number of threats, spam, exploits. So we'll try again. If we can't, then I'll just have to do some scan. Let's try something else. Now this is some Trojan Crypt, and it's got a mediocre detection rate of about 17 out of 40 something. Okay, so this is a small application, typical Trojan. And again, nothing from PC Tools. So far there have been no threats that have been detected by their signatures. Let's try this high detection rate malware to see if it's detected by their signatures. The last one is still running. And okay, this one was blocked. Now I guess this one was blocked by their signatures. I think this is this new 11.exe thread, but it isn't telling me which thread exactly it is. So it's hard to select an action because it isn't telling me which file actually has been detected. So I'd like them to give the name of file here. I'll hit block though, because I know that all the files running right now will be malware, but could be confusing for some users. So this high detection one was probably caught by their signature, so the last one might still be running. All of these are high detection pretty much. Okay, now this one was not detected by their signatures and it's got a pretty high detection rate. This is a Trojan dropper. Let's try this out. Now this one was blocked by their signatures. We'll just try one more. This one was blocked by their signatures. Okay, let's try the last one. It has 50% detection rate almost. Let's see what happens. It's a pretty decent sized file. So its download speed is pretty slow. Now while that's downloading, let's see if PC Tools is telling me to do anything. No. But I'm pretty sure there's at least one piece of malware running. And this one, just run everything that comes my way. So let me just open up Kill Switch to see if anything is directly detected by it. So I am actually experiencing some slowdown due to PC Tools. It's not super light on the system or anything like that. It's pretty moderate on the system. As you can see, the RAM usage is pretty high. And that's not the big part. The big part is it does seem to slow down the system a little bit. Not too much. Okay, so that one was probably blocked as well, because I couldn't open it. And let's see if Kill Switch finds anything. I don't see anything exactly suspicious running around. I did see one thing get through, but I'm not sure. because it might have got it later on. From what it looks like, there's nothing running at all except legitimate stuff. Yep, so I guess that's it. So I'll just do a scan with Hitman Pro and I'll be right back. And I'll show you guys the results. I was right in the middle of the Hitman Pro scan when I get this alert from PC Tools Internet Security telling me that I have to reboot to remove some threats. So I'll just do that and then run CCleaner and then Hitman Pro, because I don't want to be unfair to it. It's not remove something and it wants to remove it now. So it still can do that. So I'll hit yes. And I'll be right back with the results from Hitman Pro. Okay, so as you can see, Hitman Pro didn't find anything on this computer. So, PC Tools did succeed in keeping it clean so far. Now, let's get to the second part of the test. That will be the file scan, and for that, I'll just be disabling their guard. Now I think we've got 300 and some files here. All of this is pretty fresh, so I'm not expecting stellar detection rates. 367 files, that's all we've got. So I'll just enable their guard again and then we'll do a scan. There you go, we'll do a scan, right click scan, extension scan, whatever you want to call it. And we'll see how many threads it successfully removes. So far I don't see anything happening. I guess they do their scan in the background whenever you do an extension scan. Or maybe it's just not loaded up. Anyway, so here we go. The scan seems pretty fast, so I won't pause. So far it hasn't found anything, which is pretty strange. Or maybe it will just display all the results at once, I don't know. And if we enable this autofix, it's going to automatically remove the threads. But I don't want that, I want to see what it finds. So I won't hit this. Now their signatures do seem to be below average, because I didn't see a single file. I did see a couple of files caught by their signatures during the web test. But as you saw, most of even the mediocre detection files were not blocked by their signatures. But this will be the real test. Now we'll find out how well their signatures are. But their 0-day does seem to be pretty competent, if you ask me. So I think it's going to take a little bit of time. So I guess I'll pause because this video is getting quite long. Okay, so here's what it's found, and we'll just remove everything that it's found. So we'll hit fix selected. It doesn't exactly give you anything to customize. Okay, this is interesting. That's pretty strange. It seems as if you need to buy their full version to actually remove anything. I wasn't aware of this. I think, now let's see, if it tells me that I've got a total of 275 infections. So, but I can't rely on numbers because it may be counting one file as many infections, I don't know. And if I hit fix, it just asks me to register. So you don't get the removal feature in their trial. So I guess I'll have to end this test here. Now you can think whatever you want, how many it's gonna get of these files. Maybe 275, I don't know. But let's just do the math for even if it gets 275. I know it's not fair to do that because it might find a lot less or a lot more. But 367, I've basically got no choice, so I'll be doing that. Well, it said it found 275 out of. So if it got 275, it would be 75%, which is not too bad on these files. It's not bad at all. It's pretty decent. But I can't tell you guys that it's going to find all these files because, you know, one piece of these files may be containing 3 or 4 packed files, so you can't exactly rely on these numbers. So I guess that's the test for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. PC Tools does seem to do a decent job. It's still not really good, not the best, but it's pretty decent security suite. You can check it out. So I guess that's it for today, and have a nice day. And I'll be doing one more review today. Check it out if you want. So good day and goodbye.